Hello everybody, my name is Belwin and today I'm going to do a aiming tutorial, especially for beginners, and I thought because of the new season of Apex Legends just released by Respawn, I thought it would be a nice idea to go through some basic drills, right? Because you have a lot of videos out there, they're great, I'm not saying they're not, I'm not saying that I'm going to be very special, but I'm going to give you something that does work. They use it in the military. It's proven to work, and it makes you a bit faster with weapon handling and responsiveness. So it's not going to be trick shots or flicking. It's just going to help you be more accurate and make sure you, when you're in a situation you have to react quickly, that you'll probably and hopefully shoot a bit more accurate, right? So we all know this one, or at least the people that play Apex know this playground. I call it the playground. So for my basic tutorial, we're going to use the Pete 2020. The Wingman is better, but because it only has a low number of rounds in the chamber, this pistol is a better option to practice. So I found that these three over here, so when you come in from that angle, right? And those three are easier. You're going to measure out, I think, about 25 meters, a bit less, 15. I think this is 15. Right. So the first thing I want you to practice is dry firing. Right? Why do I say that? Because dry firing it happens a lot when you're in a fight. What happens is you run out of ammo, or you have to switch, or you do a hot drop and you pick up a weapon. The moment you pick up a weapon, it's not in your face right away. It draws the weapon and then you get to use it. So there's a split second that you can't do anything, right? So what we'll do is this first. The drill goes as follows. Of course, there are more levels of doing drills. The first level being stationary, right? Not moving and just trying to focus and shoot. And more advanced levels would be to shoot more targets and to move. Moving during shooting, trying to avoid shots. Of course, you don't have an enemy, but you can simulate it. But first, we're going to do stationary. So the first thing you want to do is you want to unequip it. And what you're going to do now is you're going to try and shoot in the middle of your target. And you're going to shoot it once and once only. Sounds very simple. What I want you to do is not to aim at the target and then draw, because that's easy. No, I want you to look away. So you look at the ground, you look up, or to the left, or whatever, and then you draw, and then you shoot, right? So if you go back, so you disarm yourself, then you draw, then you aim, and then you try and aim and line the shot with the middle, and you shoot. So that's one. Do this often, yeah? So you go like this, you go open, you go that, and you shoot. So that's the first drill. The second drill is going to be this. You're going to undraw, and you're going to draw, and you're going to shoot 2 or 3 times in the middle. It makes you a bit more responsive, yeah? So that's the first one, or the second one, I'm sorry. And the third one is going to be alternate shots between the head and the chest. It's good to work up and down, because if you start down and you have to go up, the target falls more quickly than you can actually shoot them. Well, sometimes they hit, but let's do it. Right, so the layers. See, it's only one shot with 13 damage, but if you go the other way around, so let's like go like this and go like that, you got 32 damage. So that's that. Of course, you can pick these drills and try and be quicker and more accurate. It helps to start off really slow. So go like that, and shoot, and then make sure you hit. You can go like that, see, it's in the middle, and then try and hit the bottom head. So like that, so that, and that, and that. So that's a basic drill, yes? It sounds stupid. Do it 10 minutes before you go into the game and you'll notice a big difference. Now for the second thing, because you can actually improve on this. This is called a switch drill. So let's say you have multiple targets or your targets are moving. Of course, tracking is a thing, and there are aiming simulators out there on Steam and such, but it's a good it's good to try it in here because you can get used to the guns and to your own sensitivity, right? So what I want you to do, and I'll go a bit more to the target so you have an actual idea how it looks like. What I want you to do is, of course, you're not drawn, so you start like this. You draw, and then what you do is you aim and you line up your shot with the first target. You shoot, and then you quickly go to the next one, but there's a pause between the actually moving to the next target and shooting it. Why? I want you to like have a unconscious or maybe conscious moment that you line up your shot, right? I don't want you to flick. I don't want you to panic shoot. So it would be like this. I want you to actually line up, shoot, swiftly transfer to the next target, and then shoot again. And when you hit this one, quickly to that one and shoot again. Now, why is this a good exercise? One, you can notice if you overshoot your target or you're not sensitive enough. Yeah. So as you saw, I started here, went to this one. It's not sensitive enough, or it didn't move too much to the head. And from this one, I moved too far. So that's something I need to fix, really. And it can be my sensitivity, could be the distance from the target. Obviously, there are a lot of variables to this. But to get more used to it, I'd advise you to do this. So you go this, right, to the next one. See, it's lined up. Then you take a shot. It's lined up. No, it's not lined up. So what you do is you correct yourself and then you take a shot. You might expect what's coming, right? So if you try this, so one, no, not correct. So you correct it, shoot, go to the right one, too far, you correct it, and you shoot. What I want you to do is to do this often and get used to it. And the idea is that at some point, you move and you have the target right inside and you don't have to grab yourself. Right? See? Like that. And oh, it's not too far enough. And then you go like that. Now the trick is at some point you're going to get all the headshots. Yeah? You can start with the chest shots, of course. But headshots are already nice. They give a nice feedback. It's an ego boost. Once you're done with that, you're going to time yourself and you're going to see if you can go quicker. You go like this, go like that, and you go like that. And at some point, it becomes pretty fast. Now that was horrible. Let's see if we can do it again. See, and that was maybe, I don't know, 1 second 30. I don't know. But yeah, there are a lot more drills I can teach you, and you can do a lot of things with this as a basis, but these are the things you have to get under your belt, as they say. Yeah, so these basics are very important, and they do improve your aim. I'm going to close off the thing. Why is that important? Because in a game, in a fight, and I do it often, so I know how it feels. If things get heated, if things get panicky, you tend to swivel too much with your aim. So if you look at YouTubers like Aculite, their aim is pretty spot on when they're in a heated fight. So what you do is you line up, and while you're lining up, and if you can figure out that you're off center, you can correct yourself. And taking that pause, it actually unconsciously teaches you to take a moment in your aiming and correct yourself during the aiming and not just blindly shoot. It makes you more accurate and it's going to help you in most FPSs, but especially Apex, because there's a lot of distance sometimes between you and a target, right? You can try these drills I just taught you with any gun out here. Snipers with charged rifles might be different, right? Because it doesn't work the same. But you can still have fun with it, yeah? Drills can be used with any gun. You can try them with any gun. You can try them for any target. You can go as far as you like. So you can practice at different ranges. You can figure out if your sensitivity is too low or too high. And basically, just have fun with it. 5 to 10 minutes before you go into game. It helps tremendously. Makes you warm. Makes you loose. Makes you get used to your sensitivity if you just woke up or came back from work or switch between games, which sometimes happens, right? It makes fun and it makes you a bit better. And a bit better is better than not being better, right? All right. Going to close it up. Thank you for watching. If you'd like more drills coming, I could teach you. And that's it, really. You know what to do. Thank you for watching. Have a grand day and have a lot of fun playing Season 3. Talio.